33-year-old Jaroud Lamb was on the run for almost 3 months since he broke out of the Belize Central Prison last year. Lamb was able to avoid police detection since October 12th. That is until he was recaptured around 10:30 on Saturday morning in Ontario Village. Assistant Commissioner of Police Joseph Mivett says that police have been carrying out a number of operations in Ontario because they were tipped off that Lamb was hiding out there. And on Saturday, they were acting on information when they carried out the search that led to Lamb's recapture.
They were conducting searches in a bushy area off the highway in Ontario Village, where they observed escaped prisoner Jaroud Lamb hiding in some bushes. As a result, police shouted at him, and he then attempted to make good his escape, where one single shot was fired towards his direction, which caught him in his left calf. As a result, he was then captured and transported to the Western Regional Hospital, and then later to the Krishna Memorial Hospital, where he remains under police guard.
But tonight, Lamb's family is alleging that his shooting was unjustified. Lamb claims he didn't resist arrest, but when police recaptured him, they shot him in his foot. Lamb's cousin Jason Hyde says that police took more than 30 minutes before they took Lamb to the hospital.
There was no Jaroud Lamb or Arthur at the hospital, so I said, well, where is he? I mean, this is like 45 minutes after they said that the police had captured him. So I went to the police station directly. When I got there, Jaroud was in the pickup box sitting down. The police there were doing their own thing. And then by the time I walk in, they walk out and I jump into the vehicle and drove off with him to the hospital. They always treat him unfairly, but this one is way beyond. I mean, to have him that long there, not take him directly to the hospital shows their intention. He even said that they told him the only reason we're not kill him is because witness the wrong.
And so he was shot only once?
Yes, ma'am. He was shot once in the foot, but according to Jaroud, he wasn't resisting and he wasn't running from the police. He surrendered, and the police walked up to him and shot him in his foot and told him, "No, you can't run no more."
Lamb is hospitalized at the KHMH. Hyde alleges that there is a request for Lamb to be placed behind bars today, but that he is still in need of blood and a surgery.
I said that Jaroud is at KHMH, but they want to take him out today and take him to the prison. He hasn't done his surgery. He hasn't gotten the blood that he needed because he lost a lot of blood while he was at the police station waiting. And they want to take him to the prison and let the prison medics deal with him. While the doctor said that Jaroud needs 5 pints of blood, he needs to do a surgery because I'm not sure if the bullet is still in his foot, but his bone is broken and they need to put a big iron in his foot before he could be taken up to prison, and he has to go on a month bed rest. So all of that has to happen before Jaroud can go back to the prison, but they're trying to take him there today and leave him in the hands of the prison and their medics, and they're not equipped to take care of him. Well, all we want is for him to be treated like a human. I mean, we do not expect them to not treat him according to the law because he broke the law, but we want him to be treated fairly as any other citizen of Belize.
ACP Joseph Mivett was asked about these allegations. Here's what he had to say.
Sir, there is an allegation that he was not running and that he was not resisting arrest when he was shot by the police.
Well, I think that the only person who could answer that would have been himself and the police officers, as there was no one else there aside from him and the officers.
Sir, can you also respond to the allegation that after he was shot, he was left to bleed out in the pickup back for at least 30 minutes, and that the police officers refused to take him to the hospital, and as a result, he is now hospitalized in need of blood?
I am not aware of that allegation other than the operation that was carried out. I knew after he was recaptured, he was then transported to the Western Regional Hospital.
Are you able to say for how long he will be in the hospital before he is taken back to prison?
I think only the medical authorities can be able to answer that question.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Andrea Polanco.